we've changed gears. We are moving in a different direction and we're talking all things building generational wealth.
In my generation and the generation before me and my grandmother's generation,
Yes.
we have never experienced wealth.
Her journey began as a personal assistant.
First of all, I don't have a dream job.
I mean, your purpose comes with money, right? I mean, it's a business
Yeah.
after all.
In my working as a PA,
Yes.
I got to now see firsthand, right, what business owners go through behind the scenes.
We often don't appreciate, enough the role that virtual assistants actually play, or assistants in general play in our lives.
I'm definitely building a legacy. God is making me go through this season so that
You can understand.
I can understand.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you're here for the first time, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, a veteran in this channel, welcome back for yet another exciting episode of Risk, Money, and Insurance. But we've changed gears. We are moving in a different direction and we're talking all things building generational wealth. So I always bring you guys top tier people, and today is no different. If it's not me sitting down just having a heart-to-heart conversation, I will be bringing powerful people that inspire me, and I hope they'll inspire you as well. So sitting across me today, hello.
Hi, Fulu, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Yes. You can already tell she's at home.
And I'm happy. I'm excited.
And you're happy to
meet
be
you,
here.
finally.
And we're meeting, guys. We're meeting for the first time in person.
Yeah.
This is what the internet does. So I'll get into how we met later on. But before we dive into how we met and the juicy conversation we have for today, I would just love to read out your bio.
Okay.
And I think I do this because to just show people what's possible. I think sometimes when we're not exposed to things, we limit ourselves, we box ourselves. But when I have, individuals sitting across me, I'm like, these are not just ordinary people. So let me not rumble and just read out your bio. So who is sitting across me today? Ziyanda Mhlongo. She is the founder of Great Assistance SA, a premium virtual assistance agency dedicated to helping CEOs, entrepreneurs, and busy professionals reclaim their time, grow their businesses, and thrive without burnout. Very important. Her journey began as a personal assistant where she discovered firsthand the power of strategic support and the impact a dedicated, proactive partner can have on a leader's success. From a young age, she was driven by a love for helping others and deep passion for entrepreneurship. Her path wasn't easy. Of course, we'll dive into this. She faced bullying, doubt, and societal expectations that tried to define what she could achieve. Rather than letting these obstacles hold her back, she turned them into full, developing resilience, focus, and a vision for a business that blends operational excellence with empathy, strategy, and human connection. I mean, guys, I'm not done, okay? Building Great Assistance SA from the ground up, Ziyanda has transformed the lives of both clients and virtual assistants. And high performance leaders trust her agency not just for task management, but for strategic, outcome driven support that allows them to focus on the growth, leadership, and innovation. Beyond her work with clients, Ziyanda is deeply committed to mentoring the next generation of virtual assistants. She teaches more than tools and techniques. She instills the mindset of initiative, leadership, and confidence, empowering her team to step into their own potential and make real impact in the businesses they support. Today, Ziyanda is expanding her influence as a strategist, mentor, and advocate for professional excellence. Her story is one of vision and purpose, inspiring leaders and aspiring entrepreneurs to not only dream bigger, but achieve smarter with the support that truly transforms. That was a mouthful. that was a lot, but thank you so much for gracing us today with your presence.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, so we start by checking in on this channel.
Okay.
How are you doing? How's your heart? How's your state of mind? Where are your thoughts at? Let's just start there.
Okay, first of all, I am burnt out.
Ooh.
And I do also feel like, though, it's for a reason because I work with burnt out leaders. So I do feel like maybe God is making me go through this season so that
you can understand.
I can understand.
Yeah, sure. What a heavy lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So currently, I'm just juggling a lot of things. My 9 to 5,
Sure.
my 5 to 9.
Oh my goodness.
It's a lot. And I don't think there's anything called balance, but you can always, find that sort of, balance.
Yeah, you tilt towards
Yeah.
what needs your attention the most at that point in time, or what's most important.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's how I'm doing. But also I feel like I'm also in a very quiet season.
Define quiet.
So I posted about this, I think last week. I'm in a season in my life where it's just quiet. There's nobody. It's just me. It's not nice.
Yeah.
But it's also calming, and I'm getting to know myself. I'm getting to understand myself. And I feel like this is exactly where God actually wants me right now.
Yeah.
In
your quiet
me.
in your quiet season, quiet space.
Because sometimes there's just too much noise and you can't even hear from God anymore.
The distractions.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I'm in my quiet season, but at the same time there's a lot going on. But it's just me.
It's you.
Yeah.
So it's just you. Does this mean you're single? Is that what you say? We need to understand. It's just me. What does it just me means?
I am. Right?
Quick. No, kidding.
But also, even the people around me, I think I'm also just distancing myself, but unconsciously.
Yeah.
Yeah, from everybody. And I don't know why.
You don't know why. You just...
But that's just where I am right now,
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So the name of the season, because my other question would have been, what's the name of this season you're in called? So the name of the season is definitely quiet.
Quiet.
Sure. Like quiet.
Calm.
Listening to the inner voice, going or tuning inside.
In the midst, it's kind of weird because it's also in the midst of, like a storm.
Yes.
Like
everything happening.
is happening, but I'm still in my silence.
In your
I don't even know if that makes sense. But
and mentally, is it also quiet, or it's...
It definitely is.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. All righty, quiet. And what has this season of quiet taught you?
I think it has taught me that how do I put it in words? I think it's teaching me. You understand?
So like reintroduction of Ziyanda to Ziyanda, basically.
Yes, I think,
Sure. And what have you learned about you?
Yeah, a lot. I've actually been able to, during the season, see some patterns,
Sure.
why I react a certain way to certain things,
Mm,
why I do things in a certain way, where does it
sure.
come from, how do I fix it if it's
Yeah.
wrong,
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Sounds like an internal therapy
Yeah.
session happening, a lot of reflection,
Mm.
which is good. And I think this time of the year often calls for that, right?
Yeah.
To reflect, to just sit with
Pause.
yourself, pause, before we can start 2026 running
Yeah.
that level of just being grounded
Yeah.
and just being one with your thoughts.
Exactly.
Sure, deep. We're just starting. We're just starting by getting straight into it and into your heart.
Yeah.
But I want to know,
Mhm.
you have a 9 to 5. A lot of people have 9 to 5s, but before we get into my real question, the first question would be, what do you do for your 9 to 5? And why start a business? Like, for some people, they're like, I have a job already. Why would I start a business? And also, when we're growing up, we taught, go to school, get the good marks, get a job. And it's like, that's like the story, that's the narrative that we're told.
Yeah.
So why does Ziyanda decide I am going to get a job, but also I'll add a 5 to 9 to my job and start a business?
Okay, for me, it's different. My 9 to 5 found me in my business.
Oh.
But I had to take it because it was an internship that I really needed to complete my qualification.
Okay.
So the 9 to 5 found me already in the business.
In the business.
Yeah.
Hectic. So you went straight from university straight to business. Is that how was your journey like? Because now I'm curious. I'm like, wait. You one of the bold ones. Tell us a bit. Let's rewind.
Okay.
How did it start? How did you land with your business? And how did you get to here, basically?
Yeah. Okay, so I went to college.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
So I think it was my last exams, right? In my last year.
Hectic.
I remember being so stressed. I'm like, okay, first of all, I don't have a dream job.
Wow. Okay.
Right?
Yes.
And I need a job.
Yes.
And I've always had, okay, first of all, I'm a very also delusional person, right?
I mean, for entrepreneurship, you do have to be delusional.
So I always saw like PAs in movies, right?
Oh,
I just liked the idea.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It was just liking the idea at that moment.
Yes.
Right? And I actually reached out to a woman who then became my executive, like my boss, right?
Oh, yes.
So I remember sending her a message, telling her, this is how I could change your life.
Ma'am, okay. The confidence.
Yes, as a personal assistant.
Not even. This is how I can help. This is how I can change your life.
This is how I can change your life.
Wow.
Right. And imagine that time I haven't even worked a day in my life.
Just confidence, Mama, and delusion. Yes. I love it.
So I reached out to this woman. I sent her an email. I created like a PA profile for myself.
Wow.
And I'm like, this is how I can make your life better.
Hectic.
And she was like, oh, okay, I need this. Let's meet up. So we met. And I automatically got the job, right?
But how do you meet this woman? Like how?
Okay, so I reached out to her via email.
Yes.
And then she gave me a location to her business address. And then we meet there.
Yes.
Right? And then literally on that day, I got the job.
You got the job on the spot.
Yes. So I then worked as a PA. And in my working as a PA, I got to now see firsthand, right, what business owners go through behind the scenes. Because everybody sees this person shining.
Yeah, the superhuman, the super amazing,
right, in the front. But there's actually a backstage, and there's a lot of chaos.
Of course.
Behind the scenes. And I thought to myself, okay, and then I saw how she actually did better when, her load was shared with me.
Yes.
And now that I kind of felt like now a superhero, because now I'm watching this person do the most and even more with me around. Then I thought to myself, there's probably so many other business owners who need this kind of support, who need me.
Exactly. Who need me.
And then I was like, okay, so now how do I split myself?
Yes.
To help all these people.
Yeah.
And then, I came up with the idea, how about a virtual assistance agency where I'm going to have so many virtual assistants helping business owners anyway and everywhere.
Yeah, literally.
And then I started the business officially. It was in 2023. I was still in my job.
Yeah.
But I managed to do it while in the job.
Sure.
And
that's
how it started.
Great Assistance SA came about.
Yes. And today we are helping so many business owners.
Yeah.
But not just, we don't just work and transform our clients' lives, but also the VAs.
Yes.
Right? There is actually so many aspiring virtual assistants. You won't believe it. I mean, a lot of people actually looked down on the role like assistant.
Yeah.
But it's actually a very critical...
It's a powerful role.
It's a very powerful role because you are managing, you are the first point of contact to this person, and you have a responsibility to make sure that they stay on top of their game. Yes. What a big responsibility.
It is. And I feel like also virtual assistants or just assistants in general, they're not appreciated, but like they're literally the ones keeping the lives of these big people together. Like it's such a crucial thing. Yeah. And I also got to experience what it's like to have a virtual assistant.
Actually.
And that's how we met. Basically, Instagram, guys. Instagram. Shout out to Malusi because he's the one who tagged me.
Yeah.
And for some reason, he nominated me and I won. And I got to spend a whole month with a virtual assistant. And now my business is a bit more structured in terms of when people knock on my door to say, we want you to come and speak at this event. Because most of the time, then I'll like scramble for questions. And like now we have a whole form.
Back and forth.
A lot of back and forth. Yes. And I managed to have Buitumelo for a whole month. And she literally helped me to structure a lot of things. Now I just send people links, guys. I'm like, here's the link. When someone wants to book a financial coaching session, which you can book on my website, by the way, and people have been telling me I don't advertise that service a lot. So I'm telling you guys, financial coaching session, you book on the website and we give you a link and you have, a selection of slots in terms of my availability and stuff. And Buitumelo helped me with that.
Nice.
And these are like a whole list of things that I wanted to get done, but couldn't because I also have a 9 to 5 and my 9 to 5 is not really 9 to 5. It's more like 9 to 10 kind of a role. So it's really important. And we often don't appreciate, enough the role that virtual assistants actually play or assistants in general play in our lives. So in terms of now, because you're starting a business requires, you are the marketing agent, you are the CEO, you are the CFO, you are this, you are that, you are HR, you are admin, you are content creator,
face of the company,
you are everything. How do you then begin to set it up? And in you setting it up, is it you building with the intention of this is my legacy? Or what is your thinking around Great Assistance SA? Like when you think about it, what's the end goal? What's the bigger goal behind the company?
It's definitely a legacy. I'm definitely building a legacy.
You're building a legacy. Yes.
I am building a legacy and I just want to see it continue for generations and generations to come, even when I'm not there.
Yeah.
That's the bigger picture.
Yes.
Yeah. That's my Dululu.
That's your Dululu. But your Dululu, what does it look like? Does it look like it's a global...
Definitely.
It's a global company that, borders are not a problem. We're transcending borders. We are in the US, we're in the UK, we're in Asia, we're in Africa, we are everywhere.
Definitely. That's definitely the vision. We definitely, at the moment, we haven't reached international yet, but we can.
Yes, you can,
right?
100%.
But that's where we want to go because we are not limited to anything,
yes, yeah,
So that's definitely the bigger,
vision, the bigger goal.
Yeah, we're gonna transform a lot of virtual assistants as well, because we do also have a program where we take virtual assistants and we make them volunteer, to build their profiles, to build themselves, to learn, because as much as there's courses around it, but you actually learn when you do something. So we are also transforming a lot of aspiring VAs as well. The testimonies warm my heart all the time.
Just share one that like comes to mind.
Okay, there's this particular, I've worked with a few now, I think 5. But there's this particular one. She actually reminds me of myself. When I started my first job as a PA. Because she's literally fresh from school.
Yes.
When
zero experience.
Zero experience. When she came, she was literally a baby. We had to go through a lot of teaching in terms of how do you even send a message to a client? How do you articulate? How do you, all those things. And seeing her now, 5 months later, working with multiple clients and also just receiving testimonies from clients to
about
say,
her.
It's life-changing for me, because then I'm fulfilling my purpose.
100%. 100%. I mean, your purpose comes with money, right? I mean, it's a business after all. So what does wealth mean to you? But more specifically, like generational wealth. What does it mean? What does that look like for you?
For me, I think it's pattern breaking or generational curse breaking.
Okay, elaborate.
Definitely pattern breaking, because in my generation and the generation before me and my grandmother's generation, we have never experienced wealth per se. So it's definitely now for me sort of like planting seeds for the ones that are gonna
come after you,
after me.
I love that. Planting seeds for the ones coming after you. I love that. Sure. And what kind of seeds are you planting? You have a business. So what kind of seeds are you planting towards building this generational wealth? Your business is one avenue. We've established that. But what other seeds are you sort of like in your own personal space that when we see you on social media, we may not know this, but like in your own personal space, what other seeds are you planting in, in supporting this goal to break generational curses? And I truly I can relate with, for a lot of us, even for the people watching on the channel, not many of us can come out and say our families are wealthy. We are sort of the generation, we are the ones who've been waiting for, basically.
Exactly.
We are the ones who've been waiting for in transforming, our families' lives and transforming what the financial wellness of our families and the future generation will sort of look like. So in your personal space, what does that translate to outside of your business?
I think self-belief. Just the belief that anything is possible, because I wouldn't have taken such a big step if I didn't believe I could do it. Also, coming from a background of like bullying, most of my life, most of my childhood, rather, I literally had zero self-esteem. Self-confidence, very low self-esteem. So just that mindset of I can do anything. I'm capable. I'm worthy.
And that is such a deep, self-work required. So maybe take us back to bullying, what happened, and how did you now move from someone without, any self-esteem to someone who's writing an email to big people to say, this is how I can change your life?
Yeah. Okay. To take you back, I think it started in grade 5.
Sure.
So I was very skinny growing up.
Same.
So I was very skinny. I had braces. Braces at the time were not like now. Now it's like a cool thing.
Yeah, they're trendy.
But back then, I was skinny with big teeth and braces. And I got bullied for that. Even the teachers bullied me, not just the kids. I remember this one teacher, a whole LO teacher.
Life orientation. No, they must take a job, please.
The same teachers who are teaching us about these things.
Yeah, self-esteem is a topic in LO.
So even she bullied me because I remember she once set up a meeting for my parents to discuss my weight, to ask if I'm eating at home.
What? That is insane.
So you can imagine. So I went through it, primary, high school.
Yeah.
I think the breakthrough actually was in 2022 when I actually started my job and just seeing my superpowers. That's where I never looked back. That's where I think that's where the breakthrough came in. When I, did those things and, yeah.
And I think it's crazy how sometimes when adults make remarks, they don't understand the weight of their words. Because in my case, my bullying was around my complexion, the fact that I'm dark-skinned. And like, I remember there was this old woman who used to call me Blakey.
What?
Someone who used to call me Mantu.
Imagine.
And you like, growing up, you're being told these things as a kid. People may say, no, but when we call you Blakey, it's like, it's an affectionate name that we give to you. But the impression that you get as a child is, what's wrong with me?
Exactly.
Right? Like,
am I different?
Am I different? Why am I so dark? Like, should I be lighter? Should I, and it does impact how you see yourself.
Yeah.
And growing up now, you need to start unlearning all those things, going to a journey of just accepting yourself and, building it up to having the confidence to then, be able to do what you are meant to do. But like, had they just affirmed you, we wouldn't have had to go through all of that to then say, oh, I actually can do this. I am deserving, or I'm worthy of all these things. So now let's just focus on, for someone who's literally feeling like their self-esteem is on zero. They're trying to build wealth. Because I feel like it starts there, right? It starts with believing that you can. Believing that the decisions that you make financially, I mean, there's no memo. The decisions that you make financially will then have that impact on the next generation. And what's crazy is, without a memo, all you're left with is really just that belief in yourself and the confidence to say, I can actually do this. So for someone today who's listening to this and they're like, the self-esteem is like not even zero, it's like in hell. It doesn't exist, like it's not there. But I do want to turn my life around. I do want to move and start doing, things that will impact generations to come. What would you say to them?
I would say to them, just do it anyway.
Yeah.
Literally.
Okay. Yes.
Just do it anyway. Because obviously when you don't have that, self-esteem, you also feel like you're not capable.
Yes.
You don't know what you're doing. There's a lot of, negative thoughts around it. But just do it anyway.
Yeah.
Don't doubt yourself. Just do it. You'll figure it out
along the way
as you go. And the journey actually gives you confidence.
True. That is so true.
The journey does actually give you confidence. You know? Yeah.
Because the more you do and the more things go well, it's like the little pockets that boost your confidence.
Yeah.
To say,
I did that.
Can do this. Yeah. Like, oh, shucks, I'm amazing. Like, I can do this. So truly, truly love that. Just go do it anyway.
Just do it.
And a lot of us are crippled by perfection.
Yeah.
And fear of failure and fear of judgment, fear of
being seen.
being seen. Like we would rather just be hiding in our corner and not doing anything.
Yeah.
So back to you in your journey of building, your business. What was the biggest challenge or the biggest mountain? I'm just thinking about the book, The Mountain Is You. What was your mountain on this journey of building your business, and how did you overcome that? And how all those lessons from those challenges or mountains, how do they now impact or influence how you sort of move as far as the vision you have for your business is concerned?
My biggest mountain the first 2 years when I started, I think, was just being alone and just doing it on my own. It's crazy, actually.
Yeah.
Because then you become limited. You can't do everything. There's certain things that you just can't do because it's just you, and you get burnt out. And what burnout does to you is there's something called avoidance. So now you're burnt out and you're just like,
I don't want to see this. I just want to sleep, but I don't want to be a part of this anymore.
Yeah. So I think that was my mountain, where it was just me. And I was also very in my bubble, I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't know other companies doing what I'm doing,
Yes.
So I think what did you say? The turning point or the transformation happened when I actually connected with people. And, built a network. I think my biggest strength right now is my network.
Who do you have in your network?
I have this
name dropping. This is your chance to name drop.
Okay. Mupulusi has to be the first person.
Oh, yeah. She's coming, guys. I'm going to interview her. Shout out to Mupulusi. I'm coming for you.
Yeah. I think through her, I actually learned, that was the moment I actually learned the power of building a network. It's beyond just, people go to networking events.
Yes.
But those are not real connections if you have to now practice what you're going to say. And yeah.
Go in the whole script, mama. Whole script.
Yeah. So I think she's one person, she has become an accountability partner.
Sure.
She's that person I'll call and say, girl, what do I do?
Yes. Yeah.
And we've done some work together. And in that, work, I met other people.
Yes.
And just I've basically built like a network of very strong women.
Sure.
Yeah.
That support you and inspire you.
Yes.
On this journey. That's beautiful.
Yeah. Doing it alone is just not a good idea. You need to have people.
Yes.
Or a person, someone.
Yeah. True. And often, there's this concept of we want to. I was listening to Mel Robbins on her book, the Let Them theory, Let Them book, and she was talking around how the formula to success in the different spaces that we're in has already been established. Like there are people who've gone before you that are doing what you're doing, and oftentimes we feel the need to come and reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
And she's like, there's actually no need to reinvent the wheel. You can literally go to the person who's doing what you're doing or similar to what you're doing, or and ask, like, how do you do it?
How do you do it?
How do I win in this game?
Yeah.
And get the formula, run with the formula, because the formula is working.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like run with it and turn your business into like a success. Right. So for you, what has been that one lesson that you've learned around having a job and running a business that you feel like you've learned either from Mupurisu or from the people in your network that you feel like aspiring entrepreneurs or people who are just started in their entrepreneurial journey need to kind of like learn as quickly as yesterday?
Yeah. I think for people running their businesses while in their full-time job, obviously by the time you get home around 5 or 6, whatever,
You're tired.
You're tired. you have chores, you need to cook, you know, some are mothers and whatever, wives. I think I'd say don't go by how you feel. Just do it because it has to be done. I think that's what I've had to learn, because I believe so much in my rest, okay?
Okay.
I believe so much in my rest.
Yes.
But then I saw how that's actually taking me back. I mean, rest, but not like that, girl.
Yes. Don't rest every day.
Yeah. If you need to do it, this is your life. You are juggling between two things, you know, and for you to make it work, you need to just do it. Step out of how tired you are. Also, we complain a lot.
Oh yeah, we do. We do.
And in you complaining, you know, that's where you're like, oh, you know what? Let me just rest. And
exactly. We'll do tomorrow.
Yeah, so that's what I can say. You know, just do it because it has to be done.
Yes.
You know, no matter how you're feeling, but also prioritize your rest, but not like that, because you are not like your colleagues.
Yeah.
Who, you know, when they get home, they get to rest and but you've got a legacy to build.
Yes.
So if you have to cut your sleeping hours, do that.
Sacrifice. You have to sacrifice. Yeah. And I think it's discipline, right? At the back of it. It's really discipline, because if you are going to go by how you feel to push your business, or go by how you feel to save or invest, or go by how you feel to make decisions, or like study further or whatever, you're not going to do anything. Like I said in my last video, like if you're going to go by how you feel, nothing is going to get done. Like at the end of the day, you commit. Commitment. It comes down to, I've committed to this business. I've committed to running, you know, my life a certain way, and I have to wake up early in the morning, even though I don't feel like waking up early in the morning, or I need to sleep late to put in the hours into growing this business, even though I do not feel like actually doing this. Because at the end of the day, you still have a legacy to build. So what are some life rules or sort of like life disciplines that you will never let go of?
What are some of the
sort of like, what makes Ziyanda, like in your own personal space? What are some principles? Because discipline is like an important one, which you just mentioned, is one of them. And for you to be successful in your business and in your job, you do need to be disciplined.
Yeah, true.
So what other principles do you live by, which, you know, we will never see this by just looking at your social media posts, but like these are some of the things propelling you into becoming, you know, the great person that you are becoming?
I think it would be staying true to who I am, because everybody is out there doing the same things, because everybody is doing what everybody is doing.
Yeah.
So my principle is just, you know, living true to who I am, right?
Yes.
And not living by the standards, you know, of this world.
But there's pressure.
There's pressure.
From social media.
Yeah.
There's pressure to want to compare yourself with other people. There's pressure to want to, you know, move with the trends, move with the times, be cool, be relevant. So how do you stay true to yourself in the midst of wanting to stay relevant and, you know, to move on with the times? How do you not give in to, you know, trying to look successful without actually being successful? How do you not give in to the pressure of trying to basically impress people by betraying yourself as a result? Yeah.
I think it goes back to what I said. You know, I do what only Ziyanda, you know, can do.
Yeah.
You know,
okay.
I show up because obviously in these days and times you have to show up. You know, social media, but I show up literally as me.
Sure.
So yeah,
without fear of judgment, without fear of
So I don't try to, for example, I mean, there's a lot of trends, like you said, there's a lot of things. I'm not cool, first of all. So I don't even try to be cool.
You don't try to keep up. No, but that's true. I feel like I'm the same as well. Like you can't.
If I would do these I would look, it would be funny. Trust me. Because then I wouldn't be myself.
It'll be funny.
Exactly.
Okay. So you just do basically what resonates with you and not necessarily what resonates with the whole entire world. And trends are always coming and going, to be quite honest. Business ideas are always coming and going. Ways to improve your life, they're always coming and going. And I think we can sometimes lose focus and get lost in the trying to catch on to every single trend that comes. And it's so crazy because as much as there's this level of pressure that comes from outside and all of that, at the end of the day, the person who has the final say in terms of what you get to do and what you don't get to do is you.
Yeah.
I think it also takes confidence in oneself to say, I am just going to show up as me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be the authentic me that I know myself to be, and not try to be everybody else or try to keep up with what everybody else is doing. Yeah. But anyways, we have an event coming up.
Yes.
The ultimate business audit.
We are auditing.
Tell us a bit about that.
All right.
Where is this vision coming from? Who is this event meant for? And for the people that are considering coming to the event, how do they get the tickets? And what can they expect on the day? I know it's like a fully loaded question, so take your time. Just unpacking.
Okay, so the inspiration came from the season that I'm in right now.
Quiet,
reflective, So through this workshop, we want to bring business owners in one intimate space.
Yes.
And literally get them to pause.
Sure.
And audit.
Yes.
What did I do right? What is working? What's not working? Where's my money going?
Yes. That's an important one for your business and your personal finances.
Yes. As a leader, how's my energy? How am I leading?
Sure.
Things like that. So I'd like to call it it explains itself as an audit, but it's also reflective, in a very practical way as well, because we're not just going to go and just talk.
Yes.
It's going to be practical. So it's a pausing moment for business owners. It's a reflective moment, and we're going to get everyone to audit their businesses, but also we have a session for CEO wellness audits as well, where they get to look at themselves as leaders and audit. How am I doing as a leader?
And it's important, right? Because if you just keep going without taking a moment to pause and reflect on the journey, then you actually miss some of the crucial milestones that you've sort of attained along the way, but also rob yourself an opportunity to improve or develop further, because you just keeping on without
you don't
stopping.
Know what's working. You just
100%.
And in terms of tickets, they're available on Quicket.
Yes, we'll put the link in the description box. But also on all social media platforms, we've been advertising as well.
So that's the ultimate business audit.
That's the ultimate business audit, and I'm definitely going to be there as a guest, guys.
As a guest speaker.
And I'm really, really excited to tackle the financial side of things, because it has to be audited as well. We need to figure out what's working, what's not working.
Where's the money going?
Where's the money going? Yes, and is it going where we want it to go? Hey, because in my book, I do mention money needs direction. You need to give it direction. Because it has places to be. It's got people to meet. It's got adventures to take. So if you're not giving it the right direction, then it ends up
powerful.
Yes. No, such a powerful book. It ends up going to places that, without us reflecting and giving it direction, it goes to weird places sometimes. So I'm excited about that. And how much are the tickets?
The tickets are 550.
I mean, that's small change, guys. 550.
That's just 550.
Be in the room. Be in the room. And I got a question today. Some guy saw me posting my status about the event and he's like, is it just for women only?
Oh no, definitely not.
I lied to him. I'm so sorry. My guy, you're invited as well. I'll actually go text him after this to say no. Every business person.
Yeah, definitely.
Is allowed.
I guess maybe the poster.
The poster made it look like, yes, it's all females. Made it look like, it's a female kind of an event. No, I'll just clarify. So everybody's welcome.
Everybody's welcome. As long as you're running a business or you just started a business.
Yes.
Definitely you need to be there.
You need to be in the room.
Yeah.
And another quick one is around, your company, virtual assistants. So for someone who's maybe at home and they're not employed currently and, they're maybe thinking of, maybe this is a space that in the meantime, as I wait for my break or my big opportunity, I can venture into the space, make some money. Can you maybe tell us a bit around how they can enroll? Does it pay? What does it take to pay? All of that amazing stuff so that they're plugged, and how can they sort of reach out to you? How do they enroll? How do they become a part of your family, basically?
Okay, it's as simple as just sending us an email with your profile.
Okay.
And then we add you on our database.
Yes.
So we've got 2 databases. We've got a database for virtual assistants who actually want to volunteer and learn.
Okay.
And then we've got a database of ready to work virtual assistants. So yeah. And then you do earn actually, and you have the flexibility to work from home.
Yes.
The flexibility to work with multiple clients.
Yes.
And I think it just comes with a lot of growth, and a lot of challenge.
True. It's not easy keeping up with the big people.
Yes, it's not.
Yeah, it's not. So definitely. Yeah. So for someone who hasn't worked as a virtual assistant before, but wants to join so that they're in the database where they're able to earn, do they just jump straight, or they need to be trained first? Or they start on the other side and then graduate to the other side?
For which ones?
So for the ones I'm at home, I have never worked as a virtual assistant before, but I want, because I'm not working and I want to make money. How do I then jump in and start earning?
Oh, okay. You definitely have to go through the training first. If you've never worked as a virtual assistant before.
Okay. So you take them through the training, and then after that, they can start earning.
Yeah.
And for my CEOs and my fellow 9-to-5 here who have businesses on the side and they want to, get a virtual assistant, how do they go about doing that? And, how does it work overall? Do they go to a website? Do they reach out on social media? Is there a number? Is there an email that they can sort of like reach you on?
They can reach us on an email.
Okay.
It's hello@greatassistance.co.za. But I mean, social media is also quick. We can start the conversation there.
100%.
Then take it to email. And then the overall process, we start with a consultation. So we do a consultation with you just to analyze, where the gaps are.
Yes.
What kind of support are you looking for? What's the level of support as well?
Yeah.
And then we match you with a virtual assistant who aligns, with you, with the kind of work that you do, and also with the level of support that you need. And then from there, you kickstart. You start working with your virtual assistant.
I mean, that's exactly the same process I went through. Now that you're saying it, I'm like, oh, I went through the exact same thing. And, they're there for however many hours you need them a week and all of that stuff. So I think, guys, if you are running a business, this is a great opportunity for you to at least have some of that load, taken off of your plate, so that you can focus on the things that truly matter, the things that truly need you as far as your business is concerned. So in wrapping up, any parting shots, last words before we call it a wrap?
Last words.
Yes. Address the people at home. Any last words?
I'd say
Lessons from your journey.
lessons from my journey. Run a business that you can actually advertise by being yourself. I think that's like the best thing you can ever do.
Sure.
Because this is who I am. I love assisting. I love working with CEOs. I love seeing them transform and, you know, being able to integrate rest into their schedule. That's a win for me.
Yeah.
So run a business that reflects you.
Sure.
You know?
Who you are as a person.
Who you are as a person. Because then you're going to love it. You're going to enjoy. It's not going to feel like...
work. I resonate with that.
Even with work, you know, in terms of career choosing and all of that, just stick to who you are, what aligns
with you as a person. That resonates a lot with me because you have to find, even with this, like financial literacy and all of that, this is the stuff that gets me excited, jumping, creative. And I'm like, I wouldn't have it any other way. Like my Sundays are dedicated to this, but I'm like, I love it. Like I wouldn't trade it for anything. And when you're able to show up as yourself, as your authentic self, your business or whatever you're doing just becomes an extension of who you are as a person. And that's easier to manage compared to something that feels like you're climbing uphill. But anyways, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Truly appreciate this. And guys, we will see you
on the 15th.
Yes, the ultimate business audit. And that's a wrap from us. But remember to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. A lot of you are watching and enjoying this content, but haven't subscribed. You need to support the channel. You need to like, share with other people so that they can also come and experience this great work that we're doing right here. But anyways, I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next video. Oh, bye.
Do we say bye?
Yes.
Bye.